What's up, guys? It's Jonathan with One Big Impact. So I actually have a quick video on explaining how to travel, and I'll post a couple pictures of a top view of basically what I'm bringing on my next travel. I don't know if that's distracting us. Is that distracting us? I'm sorry about the angle. It's a weird angle, but specifically, I am focusing on this trip to Colombia. I'll be there for a month, and I'm focusing on being very, very light with my traveling. So, sorry, it's kind of a weird angle, isn't it? I'm gonna figure that out. So this is the backpack I'm gonna be bringing. This guy needs to be retired. It's been through quite a few countries. So some of this may be changed, some of it may not. I want to talk about, first and foremost, debit cards. Bring a backup debit card. That's it. And now that is out of the way. Passport. Okay? Make sure you bring your passport. I know that seems silly. And let's talk about basically the array of what I'll be doing here. And we'll go from left to right. Now, remember, when you're traveling, it depends on how you can travel. If you're traveling for an extended period of time, maybe you want to bring a little bit more, maybe you want to bring a little bit less. It kind of depends on what you want to be able to focus on. I will tell you, the more you bring, the more convenient it can be, but don't ever bring anything that you would not normally use at home. A lot of people make the mistake of bringing tons of stuff that they'll literally never, ever, ever use. And I think the more you do anything in life, the better you get. So I've probably weaseled it down, and there's probably a few things that will be changed and not be taken even from right here, and I'm pretty minimal. This is all going to fit pretty easily inside my backpack. I will say, so left to right, as far as clothes, there are two things that I focus on most. I need plenty of underwear, and I need plenty of socks, because let's be completely honest, you can throw on a whatever shirt and whatever shorts or pants or whatever and you feel fine, but if you got dirty underwear, you just feel like crap. It ruins your mood, you don't feel good. So I'll be bringing between 5 and 7 pairs of underwear, 6 or 7 pairs of socks, so that I don't have to wash them every day. Now I know that sounds silly, you're probably like, well, wouldn't you match that up with your shorts? No, they're gym shorts. I'm a dude. Like, I'm not going to lie. Like, I'm probably not going to be getting, working on cars and stuff like that. Knock on wood. Actually, I wouldn't be opposed to that. So I'll take 3 pairs of gym shorts that go in my bag, and I'll be wearing one, so that'll be 4 pairs of gym shorts. I'll be honest, Medellin, is apparently called the place of the eternal spring. So it's year round, it's pretty much 72 degrees, never really changes. So I'm going to be taking shorts and tank tops, and maybe I will be bringing a single shirt just in case I go somewhere a little bit different. Now, I will say, and this is a side note for traveling anywhere, again I apologize for the crazy angle. Traveling anywhere, if you're a size of person that does not know, so traveling to England, I was a 3X at the time. If you're a 3X or you're a larger woman that maybe you don't know if they have larger people like you where you're traveling to, bring clothes that fit you. Do not anticipate being able to go to a function and being able to pick up clothes where you're going. I am a very picky clothes person, but I also have a specific fit, okay? If it's gym shorts, I literally like Walmart gym shorts. If it's underwear, I will wear nothing except for Hanes, boxer briefs, and it can't be anything else, okay? I'm very specific on my shirts. It will take me 100 times at a store to be able to find a proper thing. Now, socks, I don't really care, but my clothes, very specific. And if you're this type of person or you have a special size or something, get your stuff and bring it before you go. Don't count on finding the stuff when you get there. I was in Thailand. The whole trip to Asia, I never found a single shirt that would fit me. I was there for 2 months. nothing. So please, was I there for 2 months? I don't know how long I was there. Wow, that's kind of interesting. I think it was 2 months. Anyway, side note, this is not going to get packed in my bag. If you want to bring extra clothing, but you want to pack light, meaning I'm just taking a carry-on. I'm not taking anything in addition to that, okay? Because I can't afford, $50 to check a bag or something like that. I got a super deal on my my plane ticket. It just was like this amazing crash sale. But I'll be putting a hoodie on and carrying that with me, but not putting it in my bag. In addition to that, something I learned in Thailand is I'll be bringing just a little dish rag, not dish rag, but sweat rag, and it's actually specifically for that. There was a lot of outdoor gyms, I was walking a lot, and I could not find a freaking washcloth to be able to carry around with myself at any store. It was just unheard of, which is really strange. So it'll be 3 or 4 pairs of gym shorts, 3 or 4 shirts, really simple with my outfits. I'm bringing like blacks, blues, grays, stuff that I can kind of interchange. Very light clothing. This is very light stuff. This is stuff that I can wash in the sink and throw up on the clothesline and wash really easily and really fast. All of my stuff, everything I'm bringing as far as clothes, even the hoodie, even whatever I'm wearing will be able to fit in one load of laundry, and that's it. Okay, so the next thing is I work on the go. My laptop. Okay, this is just a recently gotten laptop, which is really cool. It also apparently is a tablet, which I had no freaking clue, and touchscreen. I also had no clue. So like yesterday, I accidentally touched the screen, and I'm like, what the hell? So it's really cool. I was wondering why it was so damn expensive. Something else, and this does not have to be. This can be different for anybody. Side note. Chargers. I'm not saying bring buttloads of them, but make sure you have your chargers and power converters. I almost forgot a power converter. But remember, power converters can usually be bought at like dollar stores or whatever at the location that you're going to. Don't get crazy on buying stuff that is not going to be a necessity when you're traveling. I'm like the anti-understanding lighting monster. I always have lighting issues. I know. But that's okay. Okay, so chargers, make sure you get your chargers and bring your chargers. And I mean specifically, you can get phone chargers pretty much anywhere on the planet. Let's be honest, everybody's got cell phone chargers for the most part. If you have some new crazy phone or something like that, make sure you bring it with you. Side note. If you don't bring your laptop charger, chances are you probably will not be able to find one, so don't forget it, okay? It's different than a phone charger. It's very specific to your laptop, and you can't just plug in some random charger into your laptop and hope everything works out. Deodorant. I am insanely specific on my deodorant. I will not, cannot, and will freak out if I have to wear other deodorant. I would much rather go without deodorant rather than not using my specific deodorant. It's just, I can't handle it. It's just crazy. I have a specific deodorant, and I've used it for 10 plus years, and I always want the same one. Okay, it's just how it is. And I cannot find it anywhere on the planet except for here. And next, I bring a pen. You don't have to, but it's good to have with check-in. On the back side, it has a little stylus. Simple enough. A couple, what do you call these? Fabric softeners. I bring a couple fabric softeners and a trash bag. The reason I bring those is just for dirty clothes. If I have dirty clothes versus clean clothes, it's not that I actually care that it stinks, but I kid you not, if you don't have a good smelling bag, every time customs will bust it open and the smell of your fantastic travels will be all over the planet in front of 100 people. So, and specifically, more important than the fabric softeners is the trash bag, so that I can, as my clothes get dirty, I put them in the trash bag just to keep them separated so I know what's clean, what's not. Because if you mix them in a day, everything will smell nasty. I will be lifting, obviously. I'll be working out the whole time. So a couple things that will be catered to that. I will slide a book inside here. Side note on the books, don't go crazy, okay? I always think I'm really ambitious with going to read books and stuff like that, and I bring like 5 or 6. They literally end up sitting there. I'm gonna bring one as like a reference thing. It's like an Atkins book. It's pretty heavy, but it'll be able to slide inside here. If I end up not using it, I'll probably just donate it or something, or ship it off to one of you guys during the process. But this is my workout book. This is going to be like my exercise logging and stuff like that, because I'll be lifting every day. And these things, this is a wrist wrap because my wrist is kind of messed up when I lift, and this is an elbow brace. The elbow brace will be used on my elbow when I'm lifting. Now this is not for sure yet, but I really want to bring it because I want to keep on track with my body fat percentage and tracking and stuff like that. And I obviously will not have a bathroom scale, and oddly enough, when I travel, it seems really rare to be able to find bathroom scales, because first of all, you're in a hotel. It's not like your personal home or anything like that, so it's just not as common. Sometimes in pharmacies and stuff like that you can find them, but for the most part, definitely not. By the way, these are Be Stronger Than Your Excuses bracelets that I used to use, and I actually use what I have left for banding up my clothes and stuff like that. And that's another good way of telling what's dirty, what's not. If it's banded, it's clean. If it's not banded, it's dirty. In addition to that, I have a Humira shot. Don't forget your medications, but keep them packaged, or at least bring like the package with you, of the paper package and stuff like that, because this will be in a syringe. But this also is a little cool pack because it has to stay at a certain temperature. So you can see in there, it's a little travel pack, and I'll put links in the description for that, because a lot of you guys may be diabetic or anything like that. And this is a little freezer pack. And you can just pop this sucker in the fridge wherever you go. Usually people aren't going to mess with it or anything like that. And it has a little ID card. You put your name on it just in case somebody happens to find it. A little cologne thing, a little tiny spray cologne thing. Toothbrush. This is not my current toothbrush. This is a little wacky, smelly, stinky toothbrush that for some reason hangs out in my gym bag. Chapstick. I just bring chapstick because it's very small, and you don't have to worry about trying to hunt some down when you get them. You got your chargers, headphones if you're working out, or if you just like music all the time or something like that. Also, probably pre-download some music. I will say Pandora works in America, but not usually in other countries. It'll be Spotify, so just note to yourself. In addition to that, I have 2 power packs. I'm only going to be bringing the bigger one because I want to cut down on weight. If you get too heavy with your backpack, if you get one of these 100-liter bags that you put on your back, you're going to get tired of doing it. I have big shoulders. I'm not going to lie. I have big shoulders, but apparently they are not set up for... I think it's actually because I have bigger traps where the bag rests. It's extremely, extremely painful for me. And I don't know if that's why, or I'm just making that up, but big backpacks are very, very painful for me, and they're not. Funny enough, I've seen some really small females that have huge packs and they are not bothered by it, but it really depends on if you want to carry all that crap around and dig through it and stuff like that. I will link up a super amazing backpack that I want to get in the future. It's a carry-on, but it has like laptop slots. It has slots for all your gadgets and stuff. I think it's like $50. It's really nice. The reviews are great. I'll be picking that up hopefully within the next few travels whenever I get $50. Sunglasses, okay? That may or may not be a big thing for you, but I will say if you're specific on sunglasses and you don't like certain sunglasses, don't spend your entire trip trying to find sunglasses. Just pick some up before you go. In addition, I would bring a case. Whether you have prescriptions or not, you're going to want a case. And I have prescription sunglasses, and I will be bringing my prescription sunglasses, but more specifically, a case. And bring the case regardless if you have 2 pairs or even if you have 1 pair, because chances are you're going to be on the airplane and you're not going to be wanting your sunglasses on your face while you're sleeping. It's a pain to have them. Just throw this in your bag and you're good to go. In addition to that, any medications, bring them. Make sure you bring a prescription if you have a prescription. If you don't have a prescription, I probably suggest not bringing medications. Actually, knock on wood, in a positive way, never been messed with on any prescriptions, which is quite strange because I would think they would, check inside the bottles or something, but I guess they don't. Maybe they just don't sense it from me or whatever. But bring those. I bring ibuprofen because I get a lot of headaches and stuff like that. Toothbrush, if you're really specific on your toothbrush. Trying to think of anything else. That's actually pretty much everything covered. So I'm going to pack all this up, pre-pack it, and I'm basically going to show you how it fits inside the bag. Make sure if you're doing a carry-on only, go on the website to be able to, like TSA, or say you're on Spirit Airlines, Delta, or whatever, check their recommendations. I will say if your bag is borderline and it might be a little bit too heavy or a little bit too big, a good way of kind of tricking the system, and when they ask you, do you have a carry-on, do you blah blah, always carry your bag on one shoulder, because if you're carrying your bag on a single shoulder, it's a carry-on. And if your bag is huge or something like that, it's a good sign of, if you're struggling with 2 shoulders, it's a good sign that your bag may be too big, and they will weigh it. And if some companies are extremely strict on making sure, and Spirit is one of those. Another one is the really cheap. I clearly got cut off. Sorry, a phone call came in. But the really cheap airlines, that's how they make their money. They offer steep discounts and stuff like that. And if you do have checked bags or anything like that, make sure you check them in advance, because I've completely screwed myself before checking the day of. So kind of get an idea of what you're going to be bringing in advance. If you travel light, just make sure you got the essentials. Remember, if you're not picky about clothes, pick up some clothes when you're there. And if you're going to be buying souvenirs and stuff like that, pack extremely light, because remember, you have to bring all that stuff back. I would suggest not going super crazy on purchasing stuff. Maybe figure out what you're going to purchase before and just make them very small, significant things. If you have Bluetooth headphones, make sure you bring the charger. If you have Bluetooth headphones or a single pair of headphones, maybe bring a backup pair of wired headphones or something like that if your phone is having issues. And little side note, if you are going to be traveling, I'd probably suggest downloading a couple of movies to your phone, especially if you're on the budget airlines, because they don't have freaking TVs or anything like that you can watch. So, give me just a second, I'll pack it all up and show you how it works. Okay, we got it all packed up, and actually I'm quite impressed on how compact I was able to get it, and I really did not have to struggle on getting it in there or anything. I got literally everything besides my hoodie that I'll be wearing, and the outfit that I will also be having on as well. So just a couple quick side things real quick, and that's my backpack. I don't know how much it weighs. I would say about 15 pounds. My pack's pretty light, plenty of room everywhere. And if I have to add or delete a couple things before I go, that's fine. Usually I pack about 2 weeks in advance, and then I unpack 5 times and then repack 10 times, which is kind of strange. But a couple side notes. I make sure you put any of your liquids or deodorants or anything like that inside a Ziploc bag or something like that, and make sure they are also accessible, meaning like in the bottom or something like that. The bottom is kind of where I throw all my gadgets and medications and things that could potentially need to be pulled out really fast, whether it's for going through security or whatever it is. Also, make sure your laptop's easily accessible. whether it's cell phones, laptops, or tablets or anything like that, because they're going to need to be pulled out and put in their own tray specifically, and anything with like batteries or anything like that. So liquids, have them ready to go, as well as anything you kind of need to dig through while you're traveling. And laptops, have those ready to go. I have my laptop in this very back spot, and then clothes is the bulk. It's going to be in the center, and then here in the front, it's just kind of random stuff. You would think that you would put all of the stuff that you need to access really quick here, but this is a larger kind of waterproof, safe compartment down here, and I like to keep my stuff, my electronics, a little bit safer. Plus, it's easy to flip it and dig through it because it's a large pocket. If you can, you get the idea. I don't want to tip it over; everything's gonna fall out. But basically, that's all you got to do. That's going to be a month. Okay, that's 1 month. That's all I'm going to need. And if I need anything else, I can probably pick it up along the way. I wouldn't suggest bringing like towels or tons of clothes and stuff like that. If you have any kind of function or anything like that, you can pack accordingly to whatever works best for you. But the majority of what I will be doing is walking around, exercising, making videos, staying on track, eating right, shopping for groceries and stuff like that. So, gym shorts, tank tops, socks, and underwear are pretty much just all I need. Also, a good pair of walking shoes. Don't bring 5 pairs of shoes. Everybody does that. Everybody does that. If you bring anything, I would just bring a pair of flip-flops. That's it. And if you're specific about flip-flops, make sure you bring them, and I would tuck them in the side or something and strap them up real good. Even put like a carabiner around the straps or something so you don't lose them when they're in travel. Other than that, that's basically it. I hope you guys like our video. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel. If you pack differently, or if you have any suggestions, or you think that I packed not sufficient, please let me know. Also, if you're new here, please check us out on World Travelers. That's our Facebook group. I will put a link to that in the description below, as well as like power packs, maybe some headphones that I use, and just a couple different things. Oh, and power converter and stuff like that, because those things are really, 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 really important. You guys have a beautiful day, and travel because you're not freaking dead yet. Peace.